Oh, What Is That Sound is an ambiguous poem where the structure seems to be a conversation between two unnamed speakers who appear to have a close relationship, giving us the idea that they could be man and wife. The speakers watch a group of soldiers approaching, and the sense of danger builds until the man abandons the woman to an uncertain fate. The message appears to be that conflict can destroy relationships, but the poem is ambiguous about the details, so it could be any war or any conflict. In the first stanza, the speakers are narrating the approach of soldiers who are far away at first. The O at the beginning of each stanza suggests perhaps worry or confusion, or fear or excitement, or this could change as the poem moves on. The sound that so thrills the ear gives you a sense of excitement at first, but perhaps also references the woman's naivety. The second line of the stanza is always a question, and the woman asks what the soldiers are doing, drumming, drumming, the repetition of which creates the rhythm of the soldiers marching. The scarlet soldiers suggests their uniform, but it also has connotations of death and danger. And the way the husband refers to his wife as dear suggests he's trying to offer her comfort, and also suggests their closeness. The final line of each stanza hints at danger, and in this instance we hear about the soldiers coming, but again it's ambiguous about how far away they are or what they are doing. The light flashing so clear could perhaps foreshadow death, but it also gives a heroic impression of the soldiers and how powerful they are. The weapons could also suggest a threat, but their step, which is stepping lightly, seems unthreatening, but is also ambiguous. Perhaps the soldiers are catching people unaware. The fact that this happens in the morning is also a suggestion that people are being caught unaware, as we expect the morning and the light to be a different kind of atmosphere to whether this is happening in the dark. The final line of the stanza, perhaps a warning, hints at danger and again begins to become more sinister. The woman's questions change from what to why in this next stanza, which suggests that she needs to know their motivation. Why are they doing things? They're suddenly wheeling, wheeling, and again the repetitive rhyme gives the impression of marching, the soldiers' inevitable approach. The husband doesn't seem completely sure about their motivation, perhaps a change in their orders, and asks, "Why are you kneeling?" giving us the idea that she could be praying at this point. The rhyme scheme is regular, A-B, A-B, and that helps to give it a song-like quality. The tension builds as the questioner increases the pace, with the questions becoming more curious about what is happening and suggesting that there is a sense of confusion. The answerer tries to calm it down with their response. The running in the final line of the stanza creates a sense of being trapped and unable to escape. When the man leaves, the woman is begging him to stay, and the punctuation with the exclamation mark picks up the pace and gives you an impression that the woman is powerless to do anything about it. It's broken the lock could be a suggestion that the man has broken her heart, or could just be the breaking down of the door as the soldiers arrive. Every second line has been a question up till this point. Perhaps now there is none left to ask. The sights and sounds have changed from being thrilling and exciting to being more threatening, and their eyes are burning suggests the rage, the power, the destruction of the soldiers, and perhaps an unspeakable cruelty that is about to happen to the woman. The main message in the poem appears to be that conflict can destroy relationships, but it tries to shift the emphasis onto feelings, so we're aware of what this conflict can feel like to the people caught up in it. Details have been deliberately left out, so the poem is ambiguous in nature, and so the reader has to bring their own interpretations to it. The structure of the poem is a simple ballad, a nursery rhyme in style, perhaps suggesting it could be a true story, or suggesting it's a tale that needs to be told, a morality tale. The almost childish repetition of the words suggests an innocence or a security at the start of the poem, and the language is straightforward like speech, giving the impression of this conversation. The light-hearted tone at times creates irony when it's contrasted with the main themes of the poem, which are very serious. If you're thinking about a question, you could think about how does the poet present the theme of betrayal in this poem, and think about the structure, think about the language, and think about the rhyme scheme and how that works to present the theme of betrayal.